All right, what's up, everybody? We are coming at you with another at-home workout from Go Headquarters. We've got Charity with me again today to demo some movements. We've got a 20-minute AMRAP coming your way. So we got to get warmed up first. We're going to start with 2 rounds of 10 scarecrows. So we want to warm up those rotators of the shoulders. We've got 90 degrees at the shoulder and the elbow. We're going to rotate down and internally as far as we can, and then up, which is externally as far as we can. You could do this against a wall, guys, with your back against the wall, but no big deal if you don't have a wall. I do these empty-handed all the time. So 10 scarecrows, then we're going to do 10 air squats. You guys should know the deal by now, right? Heels are shoulder width apart, hips back and down, knees out, chest up, getting below parallel, full extension at the top, and then hit the floor for 10 glute bridges. So lay down on your back. These are about 90 degrees. We're gonna drive through the heels, lifting your hips and butt up as high as possible. Really squeeze that butt at the top. If you don't squeeze it now, nobody's gonna squeeze it later. So 10 glute bridges, and then start over with the scarecrows, air squats, and another round of glute bridges. Then we're going to do 2 rounds of warm-up phase B, if you will. We're going to do 8 cat-cows. So we are in kind of a quadruped position. So we have shoulders above wrists, hips above knees. What we're going to do here is we're going to tuck our tailbone in as we tuck our chin in. We're going to hold that for a second, and then we're going to go the other way. We're going to stick our tailbone out and stick the chin out, and you can see the huge lumbar curve that is visible now. So we're working that anterior and posterior pelvic tilt. So we're just going to go back and forth on these, kind of holding those end positions for just a moment or two, and go back and forth 8 times on each. Then we're going to go to Cobra Down Dog. So stay on the floor for this little flow here. So elbows are in, hands just outside the chest. We're going to squeeze your butt nice and tight, and then we're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. So this is going to warm up your pressing muscles of the upper body a bit, but we're really mobilizing that spine into extension. So that's Cobra. Hang out there for a moment or two. Then we're going to transition to Down Dog. So I like to lay back down, then press up to get to Down Dog. So from here, we've got hips up, heels down. We are pressing hard through the palms, through the shoulders, and we're getting a big stretch through the hamstrings and calves if we're doing a good job of relaxing those heels to the ground. And then you'll go back to Cobra and then back to Down Dog, right? So 2 rounds of 8 cat-cows and 2 Cobra Down Dogs. Cool. Then we're ready to go for our Metcon. So guys, we need a clock, 20 minutes, one way or another. Time this thing for 20 minutes. We're gonna do 10 burpees. So once again, chest and thighs to the floor. As we come up, we're gonna hit our hands overhead during that jump. So 10 of those. Then we're gonna do 20 push-ups. There's a nice little number theme going on here. So we did 10 burpees. Now we're doing 20 push-ups. So elbows stay in, nice tight plank, chest to floor, full extension, all those usual standards. Obviously the push-up can be done from the knees as needed. Then we're going to do 30 sit-ups. So your upper body gets a little break here finally. So shoulder blades hitting the floor each time and breaching 90 degrees at the top. We're going to do 30 of those. If you've got some padding, guys, I'd recommend that for the backside, for the low back. So a yoga mat or anything like that might suffice. Then we're going to pop up and get the legs going with 40 air squats, 40. So this could take a while, so I'd recommend trying to stay on the gas for 40 of these so you don't get stuck here just chipping away at a few at a time. So make sure you're getting below parallel and full extension. And then we've got a 50-second plank hold. So you will want to get eyes on your clock at this point. I don't trust your counting when you're getting tired and under duress. So we are on your elbows and toes. We have a nice flat body from shoulder all the way through the heel, right? So we don't want your butt going up in the air or sagging down. Either way, that's no good. So 50 seconds there, and then guys, guess what? We start back over with those 10 burpees. So 10 burpees, 20 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, 40 air squats, and a 50-second plank hold. Keep that going for as many rounds as possible for 20 minutes. What's going to be tough? All of it. All of it. I say the air squats get burning pretty good. So then a little recovery time, guys, after your AMRAP. Then we're going to go into a little accessory work for the core. We're going to try to do 3 rounds of this for quality. We're going to start things off with 10 toe touches. So on this one, we're laying down. We're going to have our legs straight up in the air, so try to keep the knees as straight as possible. Toes pointed is always nice and pretty. And then we're going to crunch up and just try to touch our toes 10 times. So the trick to this one is not to move the lower body too much. Sometimes the lower body gets moving around. Try to really stabilize like the legs, the hips, the butt, and just move the upper body to reach those toes, all right? Then we're going to do 10 leg raises on the heels of that. So hands can go under your butt or under the small of the back, and then both legs at the same time, just lifting up to 90 degrees and then maybe tapping the ground. Still working straight knees and pointed toes. Then we're going to do 10 per side bicycle crunches. So hands go behind the head. We're going to pedal the feet and touch the elbow to the opposite knee. So we are staying up in a crunch and working on rotating the body, really rotating the torso, not just flailing your elbows about. Then we're going to do 10 seated knee tucks. So this one's a little tricky on the balance, I think. So we're going to sit up on your butt, trying to balance there. So we start with a tucked knee. We're going to extend our legs out, which reclines our body just a little bit. That's normal. And then we're just going to try to bring everything in like an accordion and see if we can maintain our balance while doing 10 of these tucks. So the further you lay out, the harder that's going to be, but just work on maintaining your balance. Don't go so far that you're falling over every time. Then our final drill is just a 1-minute front plank. So again, we need that clock one more time, guys, and we're back to our elbows and toes, tight belly, tight butt. Work on bracing and breathing while you're holding a front plank. Don't just sit there and kind of zone out. I'd like for you guys to always get better at bracing while under duress, while breathing, right? It's something that we apply all the time in here. Awesome job, Charity. Thanks for the demos. Guys, keep training hard at home. It is important to maintain your fitness, and stay safe out there.